Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, and today we have Spider. This is a wonderful little bracket 2 deck starring Shelob, Child of Ungoliant. I love Lord of the Rings. I've done a whole bunch of Lord of the Rings deck techs, which you can see in the playlist. But let's get straight into it. So Shelob, Child of Ungoliant, is a Golgari 8/8/4/6, so not a cheap commander. Death Touch, Ward 2, and other spiders you control have Death Touch and Ward 2. Whenever another creature dealt damage this turn by a spider you control dies, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a food artifact with tap 2, tap it, sacrifice this artifact. You gain 3 life, and it loses all other card types. So, it's Spider Tribal. I'm just going to tell you right out, it's a pretty simple, straightforward spider tribal deck. So we have Lolth, Spider Queen in here. Alright. Behold, my spiders. We do have Academy Manufacturer, so we can make more foods. And we do have Jaheira in here, so that way tokens add green, so your foods can tap for more. But we do have, like, Arasta. I love this card. Whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, you make a 1/2 spider token with reach. We have Broodweaver, we have Deadly Recluse. You know, these are like little spiders. In Magic, spiders aren't the best creature type in the world. They're usually denoted by having reach or Death Touch or a combination of the two, and then usually having very minimal power with bigger toughness. They got big butts. So like Broodweaver, for example, here, when it dies, you create a 1/2 spider. Okay. And Deadly Recluse is a 1/2 with reach and Death Touch. Drider has reach. It's from the Forgotten Realms. And whenever Drider deals combat damage to a player, you make a spider with menace and reach. Finn is in here because we're going to give our stuff Death Touch and we're going to poison people out, potentially. We have Ishkana, the Graft Widow. It has reach. It's a 3/5 with Delirium. And when Ishkana, Graft Widow enters, if there are 4 more card types amongst cards in your graveyard, create 3 1/2 spiders with reach. And then you can tap way too many mana to do target opponent loses 1 life for each spider you control. We have Mirkwood Spider. It's just a 1/1 for 1 with Death Touch. And whenever it attacks, target legendary creature you control gains Death Touch until end of turn. Obelisk Spider. I love this card. I tried to make it good, but 1/4 just wasn't good. I tried to make it good in Arena. It did not work, ever. It's a 1/4 that whenever it deals combat damage to a creature, you put a -1/-1 counter on it. We have Penumbra Spider, which is a 2/4 with reach, and that creates another spider. We have Peregrine Took, so you would make extra foods. We have Realm Walker, which can be a spider. Roaming Throne, which is a golem, but looks like a giant mechanical spider from Wild Wild West. It has a Ward 2, and it will also, you can have it so that way your spiders trigger more. We have Ruins Recluse, which is a Death Touch and Reach for 2 for a 1/1. But you can pay too much mana to put a 1/1 counter on it. We have the other Shelob, Shelob Dreadweaver. Whenever a non-token creature an opponent controls dies, exile it, and put a creature card exiled with Shelob into its owner's graveyard. Put 2 1/1 counters on Shelob, draw a card. And you can pay X into put target creature card with mana value X. Exile with Shelob onto the battlefield, tapped and under your control. We do have Silklash Spider. We have Skyfisher Spider. Alright, so we do have some of the Spider-Man cards in here. Thank goodness everything in this set seems to be a spider. So we can have something that isn't the worst creature imaginable. So we have Spider-Ham, Peter Porker. Oh boy, that's a card. It's a 2/2 for 2 with when Spider-Ham enters, create a food token. So fits the theme here. And Animal Mayhem. Oh god, I love puns. Animal Mayhem. Other spiders, boars, bats, birds, etc. All of the furry woodland critters get +1/+1. So it's like a furry woodland critters lord. Spider-Man Brooklyn Visionary is a 4/3/4/5 with web slinging, which is you may cast a spell for 3 if you also return a tapped creature you control to its owner's hand. And when Spider-Man enters, search your library for a basic land card and put it into the battlefield tapped. So it helps ramp you, but it costs 5. So how much is it really going to ramp you? Spider-Man Miles Morales. So he's a 5/5 for 6. Vigilance, Trample. And whenever Spider-Man enters... That's interesting. Whenever Spider-Man enters or attacks, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. Those creatures gain Trample until end of turn. We also have Spider-Rex, Daring Dino. Comic book fans, you're gonna have to tell me, because I don't know what's going on here. It's a 6/6 for 6 with reach, trample, and ward 2. It's a colossal dreadmaw with keywords. We have Spore Web Weaver, which is reach and hexproof from blue, and whenever Spore Web Weaver is dealt damage, you gain 1 life and create a 1/1 green sapperling. And then we also have Twin Silk Spider, which is reach, and when Twin Silk Spider enters the battlefield, create a 1/2. So, now that we've gone through all of the spiders, the only reason I stopped for most of them is because I am sure that most people have never heard of most of those spiders. But down here in Sorcerers, we can go a little bit faster. We've got some ramp with Kodama's Reach, Rampant Growth, and Farseek. We've got some big draw spells with Rishkar's Expertise and Last March of the Ents. We've got a fight spell with Horrific Assault and Prey Upon, and we have Mass Removal with Damnation. For our instants, we have a lot of removal and some fight. We've got Abrupt Decay, we've got Assassin's Trophy, Beast Within, Bite Down, Cosmic Hunger, Infectious Bite. We do have some protection with Arachnogenesis and Putrefy, some ramp in here with Harrow and Ninja's Restoration. We've got Legolas Quick Reflexes, Master's Rebuke, Prize Fight, Stew of Compies, Stew the Conies, or Connies, Tail Swipe, Tamiyo's Safekeeping, and Setessan Tactics. For artifacts, we're only running 5. We're running Mithril Coat to throw down onto our Shelob. You could probably throw some boots in here, but you're going to need a lot of boots to fit those 8 legs. I know. You can shame me for the pun in the comments. We have Pathway Arrows, Thornbite Staff, and Viridian Longbow. These are all because our spiders will have Death Touch and can ping things. Urza's Incubator to make our big spiders cost less. For enchantments, we're running Curse of Clinging Webs, which is enchant a player whenever a non-token creature enters the or enchanted player controls dies, exile it, and I create a 1/2 spider. We have Growing Rights of Itlamok, we have Lure, and we have Tribute to the World Tree, and then we're running 38 lands with, I believe, don't hold me to this, because I can't quite remember. Oh, yes, our expensive lands are Yavimaya and Urborg. We are not running any of the shock lands. We're not running any fetch lands in this deck. Overall, just a pretty silly spider deck. Pretty interesting. I don't think it's very possible to make Shelob into a high power commander because she costs so much. But as always, let me know what you think of this deck down below. What changes would you make? How would you play it? As always, I'm Weston with the Hidden Gibbon, and I hope you have a wonderful day.